I'm Dave Lopez. I'm a real estate agent on Longboat Key, Florida with Weichert Realtors on the island. And I'm with Karen Cunningham. She's the owner and operator of Anna Maria Island House, a new listing that I just took on Bradenton Beach. It's a 6-unit, multi-family guest house. Being operated right now is, wouldn't you say, like a bed and breakfast almost.
Really, a Key West style.
Key West style guest house. And I want to take this opportunity to share with people out in the rest of the world, our marketplace, our global marketplace on the internet, a little bit about Anna Maria Island House, what it has to offer, the new potential owner and operator, and share with you some of what it's like to be a Gulf Coast business operator. So Karen, why don't you tell us a little bit about Anna Maria Island House and Bradenton Beach in general?
Sure. Anna Maria Island House is really, it's a combination. It's a growing business and an island lifestyle in one for an owner-operator. We began the business about 2 years ago, marketing it, as we said, a kind of a Key West style guest house. The accommodations, we have 6 units, and most of those accommodations have a full kitchen and living room in addition to bedroom and bath. And there are pretty little patios in front of each unit with little white picket fences, arbors, mature plantings, and palms all around. It
definitely has a lot of charm.
It has real tropical island kind of charming, very casual elegance, very island style.
Do you find that a lot of your guests are return customers?
We do. Actually, for a new business, we've been very successful in that respect. We have some guests who, over the course of the first 2 years, have already stayed with us 4 and 5 times. And they really begin to think of it as their own beach home.
Now, aside from just the obvious aspects of the fact that it's a quality piece of property, what's it like being a business owner on the Gulf Coast?
It's a great combination of business and pleasure wrapped into one. You really have the opportunity to live a quality style life, island style life at that, while operating a business. There are just so many charming things about our island and so many new developments to Bradenton Beach and Anna Maria Island as a whole. We've recently undergone a complete renovation of the Bridge Street Pier, which is probably the best known landmark of the entire island and only a very short walk, about a 1/10 of a mile from our property.
Where you're located, everything seems to be within steps. The Gulf is right there. I mean, what is it, 45 steps to the beach, if
45 footsteps.
There's a community boat ramp. There's the Bridge Street Pier in Anna Maria that you're telling us about, and historic Bridge Street and the renovation. Plus, you've got the public trolley that runs right past your door. I mean, potential tenants don't even have to, or guests I should say, don't even have to have their own car once they get there.
Absolutely. We're really well situated in that respect. We're close to the main bridge onto the island, and we have the free trolley which runs the length of Anna Maria Island. It passes by and stops in front of our property every 20 minutes. So you really don't need another mode of transportation while you're there. We're a short walk from the Sarasota Intercoastal Waterway. By short walk, it's about 5 houses behind us on the bay side. The Gulf, as you said, is 45 footsteps just across the street from us. And historic Bridge Street offers an awful lot of choice in terms of quaint little restaurants, unusual shops, and of course the Bridge Street Pier. Just a lot of opportunity with Coquina Beach just across the street, 1.5 miles of white flowery sand, wonderful shelling, dolphins. It really is a bit of tropical paradise right on the edge of Florida.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I live here myself. I think one of the things that might be of interest to people that are going to be viewing this video, potentially the new owners and buyers and people of interest, investors especially, might be your take on the direction of business in general on the island, as well as your specific business and what operating Anna Maria Island House could mean for somebody else as you see it. And I know that your occupancy rates have been growing steadily, so why don't you tell us a little bit about operating it as a business?
It's been a great experience. We've had wonderful experiences with our guests, and as a business in general, it's such a nice piece of property and great locale that you really have an opportunity to radiate that when you sell yourself and the property and the island to your guests. So much has developed on Anna Maria Island. The tourist influx has been wonderful and continues to grow. This year was better than last year again. There have been a lot of great developments on the island, including near us and at the other ends of the island as well. Everything from a multi-use trail just across the street to the development of Gulf Drive, which is the main road on the island, as a newly designated scenic highway. Developments on Pine Avenue at the north tip, as well as Coquina Bay side. It's a really quite a business opportunity in that a lot of the small hotel motels and short-term vacation rentals on the island have faded away now. A lot of things with the influx of people to Florida have become condos and fractional rentals now, so that they're just not available to tourists.
So there's less and less places for the tourists to come.
So, and the demand has risen while that supply has fallen. AAA continues to feature us in their tourist magazines. We've been featured, our island has been featured in national newspapers all across the country over the last 2 years, as well as online publications now that advertise to vacationers.
Excellent.
Have played up Anna Maria Island over and over again.
Well, as you can see, Anna Maria Island House is definitely a consideration that any serious investor looking for Gulf Coast business opportunities and real estate opportunities should consider. The building was built in 1930. It is filled with charm in the Key West style, located in one of the most picturesque places on earth, and especially in this market, it is
it's really a combination of the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
It's a good opportunity in terms of real estate in this area now, and it offers tax advantages to an owner-operator, from designations as a primary residence to an active trade or business. It's a lot of good things in one.
And as I was about to say, in this market, which is now for the first time in 10 years in Florida, a buyer's market, it's time to come check it out. So if you have any questions, please call me, David Lopez, Weichert Realtors on the island, representing Anna Maria Island House, and the phone number is 941-383-4700. Till our next listing, take care.
Thank you, David.